What an amazing week we are in. Here at New Vision Center, we are always having an amazing week, right? Yes. And all over the world, people are having amazing weeks right now. We have Passover or Pesach happening with our Jewish friends, some of whom are in this room, some of whom I know are watching. We have Palm Sunday is being celebrated all over the Christian world today. We have Vaisakhi, a Sikh and Hindu festival of gratitude and harvest that is happening all over the world. There are so many beloved Hindu folks in this country and so many all over the world. So joy is up. Good is up. And part of the reason I asked Bobby to do Higher Ground, in addition to loving both Stevie Wonder and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, come on, it's really good. Is this idea of we keep on trying to reach the higher ground. Isn't that what we do together? Try to reach that highest ground. And we're in this month of fertilizing our future. And when I think of coming together to fertilize a future that is steeped in love and wisdom and compassion and depth and connection, the practice that comes up to me is visioning, to see beyond the horizon. The great thing about visioning, which is a practice that was created by Reverend Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, who is the founder of Agape International, and for many years was a CSL minister. He was trained in Centers for Spiritual Living before Agape went independent. So he is a deeply grounded science of mind teacher, world famous. And he created this process because he wanted a practical, replicatable, easy way for people to tune in to indwelling spirit on the issue of their choice, where they could see immediate information and use that to guide their lives. I heard practical, I heard easy, I heard can do it myself, and I'm in. That's all I need. Somebody who says, hey, I've got the system, you can use it, but you're the one who decides where to take it. That fit my personality really beautifully. And then, probably just me, but I walked into a wall of limiting belief. Limiting belief. Why would God talk to me? I'm just little Lezli. Why would God talk to me? It's just me, right, that ever thought something like that? Thought so. Then I had, well, I shouldn't need God to help me. I should be able to do it myself. If I don't do it myself, then I don't get any credit for any of the good things I ever did. And then I thought, this has got to be a hoax. Because life is hard. We all know it. Life's a bleep, and then you die. They made T-shirts. It must be true. But here's the thing. If I want to fight for my limiting beliefs that keep me outside of the power of indwelling spirit, then guess what? I get to keep those limiting beliefs. I can keep my I don't know hows, and no one will helps. And this sounds hard. And I can't do it. I can keep all of those, and you can too. You're welcome to them. Do the little mental card catalog of your particular favorite. Mine, I'm too sick and tired. And I can keep that if I want. The world's messed up, so there's no hope. I can keep that if I want, and you can too. I bet there's a catalog going in your head right now where you're like, oh, I've got a list of them. The things when somebody starts giving you suggestions that might be helpful, and you're like, no, that would never work because you don't even let them get it out. Bet there's a hidden limiting belief behind that. And you get to keep it as long as you'll fight for it. Or you could try something different. You could try leaning into this thing that we call the one mind. See, I have a conversation with myself very often, and it goes something like this. Oh, this is impossible. That's me, sock puppet. Voice from wherever. It's God. Spoiler alert. It's God. What's going on? In my voice, God is definitely kind of a valley girl. What's going on? What you doing? Oh, I'm trying to do this thing and it's impossible and I'm buried and I don't have any time and I don't have any energy. Oh, do you want to talk about that? No, I don't have time to talk about it. I'm busy being ground into dust by the hardness of life, just ground into powder. Well, are you maybe open to some assistance? Nobody's going to help me. Nobody ever helps me. It's always only me. It's literally never only me. So not the point in my tantrum. I'm the only one that ever does anything, and if I don't do it, it will all fall and everything will die. I don't even know what's dying in this story, but you probably don't know this about me, but I can be a little dramatic. And God says, well, a little bird told me that there is a bigger energy that you can lean into if you want. You can try leaning into the one mind. And in my mind, this is what the one mind looks like. It's a giant cosmic brain that contains everything that's ever been known and everything that ever will be known and every thought and every creative idea and every the entire intelligence of the eternity of the universe. And it knows everything. It knows everyone. It knows what I want. It knows where that thing or person is. It knows how to connect the dots. And it will, on my behalf, rearrange all of the molecules of the universe to bring me what I claim, as long as it's in alignment with my good and life-affirming in general. But how do I tap into it? Well, I see it like this. I've got a slide that depicts what I see in my mind. It's like every one of our own personal human brains are jacked in to this one mind. And you see, oh, I remembered to put you on it. You're welcome. I knew you would want to see that. And when I think about it that way, that I am my own being with my own brain, presumably. We've never really checked, but I'm assuming there's one in there. I love that you always get my jokes, Dylan. I do pay him for that, but I've got my human brain, and it is in the divine mind, the one mind, without taking away anybody else's access to it. And the way I can connect with what is needed through all of these invisible dots that we don't see but seem really magical when manifesting starts to happen is because everybody else's mind are in that one mind too. And Spirit knows how to connect the dots to bring us what is for our highest and best, right? I find that so amazing. Ernest Holmes said it like this: the divine mind is infinite. It contains all knowledge and wisdom, but before it can reveal its secrets, it must have an outlet. 3 guesses what the outlet is. It's you. You don't need 3 guesses. It's me. It's whomever wishes to connect with that divine mind and have revealed for us what we need to know to create the life we seek. And that, I believe, is what Dr. Beckwith was looking at when he said, I need a practical, self-sustaining practice that anyone can do to get their questions answered on whatever seems to be feeling limited or wanting to be born or wanting to shift. I'm going to create it. And here's the amazing news. On the back of your Keep Me sheet is the guide for visioning, and we're going to do it together. Friends online, I'm going to read the questions. So you're going to want a piece of paper and a writing utensil so that we can all participate together. Does anybody not have a Keep Me sheet? Sid is going to run around and bring us some Keep Me sheets. Keep your hand in the air if you don't have one. We'll get it taken care of. Right now, Sid is walking out the impetus of the one mind, making sure everybody has their visioning sheets. Oh, Reverend Karen's going to help too. No surprise that Reverend Karen is part of the one mind as well. That's why she gets the big bucks. Continue to keep your hand up until you get your visioning sheet. And do we have enough, Karen? We might need to share close to each other, or you can always pull out one of the other documents in the seat pocket in front of you if you don't manage to get one. Reverend Jeff, I think you know the questions. Beautiful. Oh, I love it when we run out of Keep Me sheets. It's such a sign of our growth. We're expanding our in-person group faster than we're thinking to make more Keep Me sheets. So here are some instructions while we make sure everybody is settled. This is going to be a closed-eye journaling or closed-eye meditation straight into journaling process, back and forth. So I'll walk you through it. You'll know quite what to do because I'll give you instructions. You might receive information there. We're going to ask 4 questions of Spirit. And you might receive your information in ways that are atypical for you. You might see pictures. You might hear a voice. You might see words or just have the presence of words. Ever have a word just kind of pop into your mind? It might be like that. You might see colors or textures. You might have smells. And you might get nothing. And all of those are good and right. For folks who get nothing, some of us take a little longer to process, and the awareness might show up later today or tomorrow or next week. You might get things that you have no idea what they mean. I famously once, in a visioning about remodeling the building, visioned a horse with a rainbow tail. Might have been a unicorn. And the deal is, with visioning, you record everything because you never know what's going to mean something later on. I now have a unicorn with a rainbow tail in my office that was gifted to me by a person that was not part of that visioning. Right? So trust that it means something and you don't have to wrestle it into a category. And sometimes you might get something where you're like, oh yeah, definitely that. All right, I know what that means. Whatever shows up is exactly right for you. All right. First thing you want to do is choose a topic to vision about. Do you have an event coming up? Are you asking a big question in your life? Do you just want general information? Because you'll see the first question is, what is Spirit's highest vision for blank? And you want to put in whatever that is. What is Spirit's highest vision for my life, for my career, for this particular project I'm working on, for my relationship? Whatever it is, go ahead and write it in that blank. And then I invite you to just close your eyes or soften your gaze, keeping your paper and pen where you can easily access it. but just let yourself relax and tune in to the feeling of your breath as it moves through your body. Just let yourself feel that. Noticing that with each breath you get a little more relaxed. And that each inhale moves you deeper into the center of yourself, where you can really hear Spirit speaking. And we ask, what is Spirit's highest vision for your topic? What is Spirit's highest vision? And we'll take a moment of silence. What is Spirit's highest vision? And as you catch images or sounds or whatever, feel free to write them down as you go. In a full visioning, we'd give 1 to 2 minutes of silence here, but this is a visioning. So with a deep breath, we let that image fall away and open up to the question, what do I need to embrace to empower this vision? What do I need to embrace to empower this vision? And again, we take it into silence. We finish capturing our thoughts. And when we're ready again, we let that image fall away. And we open up to the question, what do I need to release to empower this vision? What is mine to release in order for this vision to be empowered? Wonderful. And we open up to our final question, and my favorite question. Is there anything else for me to know right now? Is there anything else Spirit wants me to know right now? And once again, into the silence. Beautiful. And we'd like to close out visioning with a blessing of gratitude. How grateful we are for all of the wisdom that has been revealed, for this time of centering in Spirit, and for any and all information that has been shared with us. How grateful we are for the good, however it comes. And so it is. And I invite you back into the space. And at the very least, you had a lovely, relaxing experience. And at the very most, you might have uncovered some things that you didn't know or didn't know that Spirit was affirming for you, through you. And so what now? I wrote it all down, Reverend Lezli. I wrote down roller skates and a sunshiny beach and the word yes. Visioning isn't particularly designed to be done once. It does really well when you do it a number of times over a space of time. So the first one next is feel free to do this again, even on the same topic. It can be fun to do it 2-3 times and then look at what the through line is. What are the patterns that are evolving and what do they show you? A hole in the ground might not have meant much to you in one visioning, but when you see in another visioning fresh plants from the nursery and in another one a beautiful backyard, Spirit might be nudging you to make that garden of your dreams. You're worth the time, you're worth the effort. The patterns over time can really reveal a lot about what is deep in our heart that we're not letting ourselves see or letting ourselves have. The next is to let what you uncover through visioning guide your actions. Feel into that vision. Perhaps even create a vision statement for yourself for that project or part of your life that you're visioning for. Let it guide you. And the third way to move forward is to take what you've gathered through visioning into your prayer life. Sync up with Spirit in all the different ways you have access to. Take it into your meditation life. This is a direct connection to what Spirit has had to say to you through you. Whether you think of Spirit as an energy or an entity, as my friend Paula says, or as your own highest self, it doesn't really matter. What matters is you're touching into that deep space. So however it lands for you is exactly right for you in this moment. At the end of the day, I feel like Ernest Holmes said it best in the Science of Mind text when he was talking about being open. He said, we must be open and receptive. We already have within us a wisdom that knows goodness. We consciously tune into it and listen. And I would add, from that space, everything gets better, stronger, more loving, more connected, more powerful. And that is what we came here to be, right? So your invitation this week, and frankly, for every week for all time, is to let that vision guide you. Let it carry you into your something greater. And so it is. Thank you, sir. Well, let's speak a prayer to anchor this in, and then we'll get some beautiful music. Oh, how good it is in this moment to know that every beloved who has entered this space, physically or on our online campus, that which they brought on their heart and on their mind into this space of consciousness, that Spirit is already on it. How grateful I am that we have these tools of visioning and spiritual mind treatment, of meditation, of connectedness, to anchor us ever deeper to that most powerful part of ourselves. It's so good to know whatever is causing us pain, Spirit is already on it. Whatever is lighting us up, Spirit is already expanding it. However we want to be connected, Spirit is laying those connections out in front of us like a fan of playing cards. And we get to pick which we choose for our best life. For we are powerful because power is a quality of God. And we are free because freedom is a quality of Spirit. Right as we are, right here, right now, we are the good. I'm so grateful to know it. So grateful to claim it for myself and for everyone within the hearing of my voice. I call it good, as we say, and so it is.